Right, so early start again this morning. Just about to leave to head towards the fishery. Just had my breakfast. 7:30 in the van. Venue is Hawford Bridge. It's across Riddings and Penn, I believe, again today. Same as the first round, really. Just don't know where I want to draw, in all fairness. I think Riddings will be the pool again. There's a smaller stamp of fish, so more of a chance of getting bites, really, rather than these big moody carp that just sit there and shout up when it gets cold. So I'll catch up with you at the draw, and then I'll tune in a couple minutes before the match. See you in a bit.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Right, so we've got a minute before the all-in. I ended up drawing pick 14 on Penn Lake, which, to be honest, it's one I didn't fancy. Sort of like hemmed in on here. Like, I've got a big reed bed, like top 6, just in front of me. So I think that's going to cause problems all day. There's the all in there. I think that was loud enough, but just making shedding another rig onto a top key, because I've seen a few reeds knocking. So I've asked the question if you're allowed to dob. I know you're not allowed to mug, but people are saying you're allowed to dob. So just going to set up a quick dobbing rig. Gives me more of a chance to pull them out. And I think because how deep it is next to the reeds anyway, yeah, I'm going to have to end up with a lot of foul hookers. But anyways, we'll come to that problem when it happens. Just going to start short. Just going to start short on pellets. Just a little ball of micros. Little ball of micros and a 4mm expander. And just see what happens. Can't really see much today. See a couple of people on the opposite bank over there. I can't really see anybody round to my left. I've got Gav to my right, so I could keep an eye on him. He's in the same section, I'll just help. And I can't see the other people in my section. I could probably see 2 people in my section. But just got to try and work out what happens today. I did decide to have an upgrade as well, with new camera, new mic, as I wasn't getting on with the last one. Couldn't really hear or tell what I was saying. But let's just hope this one's any good. Couldn't really tell like how it's going to fish today. Just there's signs of fish everywhere, but with it being mild, just don't know. Can't work out how it's gonna fish. Just want about 8 pair and then just go straight to my nets. Them reeds are definitely knocking over there, so I think I'm gonna have to have a dob over there. Just shallow up as well to him. It's like 4 foot quite close, but it's a full 16 metres down the way. There ain't really much room to ship. Indication, good sign. Another one. See one fish landed so far. I think it's definitely going to be a day where chasing the fish rather than just sitting on one line and waiting. A lot bigger stamp in this lake as well compared to the lake I was on first round of Riddings. Oh, foul up one. Foul up to him just under the surface. I think I foul up to him. Yeah, light over its back. Oh, dummy as well. Not the start I wanted. Right, let's try again. It's right on the surface then, so it must have just been swimming through and I've just laid it over it. Isn't much being caught in all fairness. There's one being caught now. That was a better boat. Joking, man. I don't think 015 is the right line to use today. I hope I haven't got to bloody stick my rigs up halfway through. I don't think I can wear leaves in. There's one about £10 just sitting in front of me and I can't remember. Right, so I think I'm just going to get my head down, try and work something out, and I'll bring you back when hopefully I'll start catching fish. Right, so about coming up to about halfway through now, and the match hasn't really gone to plan at all. I definitely started off too light. Thought stove 17, 12, 15 would have been bang on, but these fish are still pulling like mad, and with the amount of snags that I'm here, I can't afford to just fish light and not pull them and lose them. But I've had a few down the edge, but it wasn't right. Definitely too early. But there's a lot of cruisers about, and I know you're allowed to mug here. So what I've decided to do is just fish shallow to the edge of the reeds. And I've had 2 rudd and 2 carp, but I've had them quite quick, so I definitely think it's the right move to make. And I know we ain't, there's only a 2-point maggot rule, so we haven't really got enough maggots to do this, but if I can just keep a few trickling through the water, like just feed 4s and 5s, it does tend to bring a carp in, so I don't really mind catching silvers if I can catch an odd carp in between. But we'll see how long this works for, because everything else I've tried hasn't really produced. And to be fair, that's the fastest 2 roach and rudd I've had. Normally have to wait a while for it. All I'm doing is just a little 0.2 dibber, set it about just under 2 foot. I'll just keep swinging, plopping it in. It's like a mugging rig really. It's the only thing I've got on heavy enough line to get them out and pull them away from the reeds when they do come. I'd rather do this than just sit down the edge and wait for a bite which isn't really producing anything at all. literally just feeding probably 10 maggots maximum. And just popping the rig on the outside of the reeds, feeding in the reeds to be fair, to try and keep that was a better fish as well, trying to keep the small fish in the reeds and then catching the big ones as them coming in. It's definitely one of them days where I think you need to mug to build a weight, but like say you are allowed to mug here, which is not ideal. Should got one coming in now, I can see him coming in. There's one. Just definitely. Let's try and guide him away. I want to put some pressure on him because I'm in there quite quick. Nobody wants to do that. These trees don't help out. They've been an absolute nightmare all day. Definitely think this is the right thing to do. Right, so yes, I'm I've just had one then, and then had a phone call that I had to take. Yeah, it's definitely think fishing shallows the way forward today. Because there is an carp coming into it, and like decent stamp, like, and I'm catching nearly a rudder jug, but tangle underneath. Yeah, so I think if I can keep podding along with like this till the last couple hours, then I should be okay for a weight. Spook one then. So it is working. It is bringing the carp in. I think just the more I fish it, the more I feed it will bring more carp in. Literally feed it with next to nothing, no fair. Literally just make some noise, get something going through the water, and hopefully I can just entice one to, not these rod, I can just entice one to take it. Did have a nice ghosty come in when I had the phone call come in. Yeah, that looked about £10, but he just sniffed at it and left. Definitely got to feed as little as possible with the amount of maggot we're allowed. Getting a lot of wood bites now, so. But when it happens, I'm managing to get them in just as well. Come on. So much better if we could muck today. I've had a lot of fish coming around the feed. Just across the top, I've had them sitting on my nets. Just unfortunately, rolls are rolls. I was gonna feed this with 4 mils, but I don't know how it would react. In maggots, you can get away with feeding them in different ways. With 4 mils, it's either going to work or it's not going to work. And to be honest, I didn't want them to sink too quick in the reeds, because then that would just cause problems, I think. Literally, I'm trying to keep every single one of these maggots away from my float, just to try and stop the root from intercepting it. Because there's a hell of a lot of them there now. Literally just dips and dabs. I'm very tempted to swap it to a 4 mil. Try and stop these wood from intercepting it as well. But it's like the slow fall of the maggot, really. It has slowed down there as well, so might be a carp in the area. No, good. Even these are trying to take me in the reeds. Another word. Be okay if it's a silvers match. Another rule here as well, you're not allowed to slap, so I can't just slap a pellet on the edge of the reeds to make noise. Let's tighten this lack up a bit, because there's about 5 or 6 muggers now at 16 metres towards where I was fishing at the start, but don't really want to ship over there because it's a nightmare getting them back with there's trees behind, and unshipping like 3-4 times, it's not the best, and I've lost more than I've landed by doing that, because the fish can't run anywhere. You're pulling against them all the time. You just end up snapping up clamps and pulling out of them. Seems they would have disappeared now. I'm not getting any bite off them. Hopefully a cart's moved in. It's definitely the longest I've had to wait for a bite. So I'll swing it a bit closer, see what happens. I've got a rib bite. I see a cart moving in there. Oh, took the maggots again. Starting to think a 4mm might be better. I just got that bit more noise, and I have caught majority of my fish on pellets as well. There's one just at the back of my feet there. Might make like just a better plop to entice a bite. But this match has definitely run away from me. Got it wrong from the start, which I'm not very happy about. It was definitely back to the drawing board quite quick. Swapped every single rig. So what the way I was fishing it, because they want to be up in the water, so I've had to try and find shallow water, tight in the edge. I've got like 3.5 foot, so maybe it can be maybe that could come good later on, but all depends on what's happening with this shallow line, to be honest, because if this kicks off proper, then I doubt I'll have any bait left for the end. Cart moved in there. He's in the weeds. Doubt I'll be able to get him out. I think one just swirled on the bait then. Still catching down the edge over there. He's in the sun, and what I've seemed to figure out from looking round, everyone who's in the sun has been able to catch overfeed. See, me and Gav next door, we're in the shade and we're both struggling, to be honest. Which isn't good, but we can keep plodding on. I'll get my head down, try and work something else out, and I'll catch back up with you. Probably hour's time, something like that. Right, so we're into the last hour, and to be honest, struggling to find anything to do. Literally I spent pretty much all day just struggling, just catching the odd one here and there, not really settling on any lines. Thought going into the last hour, thought we'd at least find one line to get fish on, have a steady run to finish like, but it hasn't happened yet. I did start feeding this top kit line about 10 minutes ago, hoping that they just wanted to come really short. And to be honest, I've had that last fish was my first one on it. This was my second fish. Hopefully they just want to be mega short. I've kept trying the edge every now and again, and I do pick the odd one off, maybe the odd couple, but not really settled. So it's literally you have two quick and then nothing. But we'll see. We'll see what happens on this line. Been struggling to get past the roach as well, to be fair. There's been a lot of them in this area, so I haven't been able to do what I wanted to do really, and fish might get short. It's been bitted out. Everybody that's been in the sun, like the bloke in my peg over there, in my section. So there's a perch again. There's caught down his head pretty much all day. And then the lads over there in the sun as well, in the other section, they've caught short and down their edges all day. So I think they've just been wanting to be in some warmth today, because it's been cold here. There's been I don't think we've had any sun, apart from obviously that's about 13-14 metres, which I dare go because of them taking me to that big reed bed there, which they've tried to a few times. I did fish shallow to it for about half hour and I had 4 or 5, but it wasn't nothing, no lift off like. I keep feeding the edge. The duck's down there at the minute, so I'll keep feeding him. There's one. Hopefully this line comes alive, because I can hold him here. I can just get straight back to the top kick, give him a strip, and the can't really go nowhere. That's what I've had to do really. I've had to stop doing what I wanted to do, like fish 16 towards them reeds, and I could have one a chuck. But with this reed bed here, I'm losing more than I'm getting in, so it's pointless. So fed another decent fish as well, this does. I've tried fishing down to my right, down to this bush, but I only had one roach. But I don't think, if I can have a good last hour, I think I should be okay. Like I've got 130 on the clicker now, which good day's fishing, don't get me wrong, but it hasn't felt like a good day's fishing. And I could have if mugging is allowed, I could have mugged all day and had close to £200 now with the amount that swam past and just stayed in the peg in the sun. I could have had a mega day, but just a shame really. Wouldn't like to come here in the summer, put it that way. There's loads of fish there now. So the carp have rocked up. There's another one. This is looking good. This is. Did I have I hooked him? He's got no mate. Spot the hook. It's nice of it. These trees have been an absolute nightmare. I haven't been able to ship out and ship back properly. I haven't been able to put my fish in the net properly. But can't all have a doddle of a peg. Every time I feed I get indications on the float, but it's pointless coming shallow because it's too close and the water's very clear. I can see a foot down in the edges. How is there a snag there? Oh, you're joking me. Just sums my day up, this does. Luckily I got the hook back. Still sharp as well. I think it's going to be closer to me and Gav next door. It's catching steady now as well. Keep feeding the duck. I don't think I'm going to beat that bloke I can see in my section there. He's caught big fish down the edge all day long. I can't. Struggling to get a bite down the edge. Feed another nugget of mocos. I seemed to bring the carp in, that did. I think it could be a case of feeding Maggie at the end after I've hooked a fish, and then just a little ball of micros when I go back in. But we'll see. Just still trying to work out what's best to do. Massive swallow right in front of my float as well. Try laying it in again. It seems to me that every line you have a couple of fish and then you have to move. Like this one's just died now, it was solid just, and now it seems to have died. So it might be a case of keep feeding this and then drop down the edge. Give another. Oh. I was going to say give another 30 seconds. Yeah, there's definitely one down the edge, I can see the reeds knocking there. So I'll give this another drop, give it 30 seconds, and then I'll have a drop. And not what I want to catch, so good stump though. So now I'll drop down the edge and see what's there, and then probably end up rotating back to that short line if I have a couple and it dies, but just keep feeding it. Today's definitely not gone to plan though. Not as how I wanted it to anyway. Come on, duck, don't spook. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a nice maggots everywhere day, but it definitely doesn't seem to be the way. The mugger just sat in the edge there as well. This place is a joke. The amount of fish that just swim round, and you just can't do nothing about it. Right, so I've had nothing. I'm just the initial just dropping, so give it some micro and see if this can bring me a fish. Also, let's just hope that the mic audio's better than what it was. Perch. Try another feed. Because there was definitely a carp down there. Feed that again. very frustrating, this match. Just not being able to work out anything. As you start a new line, try something new, you have a couple and then nothing at all. I think he's just put another net in, so he's bagging. Don't really know the rules either with his silvers, so I've just put him in a separate net. But I think if I have another 2 or 3 fish, then I'm going to have to put another net in myself. This line I have to back to my short line. I think I'm going to just leave that H now because it hasn't produced all day. Right. One on the drop then. So I don't know if these are carp or it's the roach. Big liner then, like that was a carp. Nope, roach. Spit the hook as well, so. Right, so. Let's try another little bowl of markers. I've got enough bait. Well, I haven't got enough bait to even feed it ever. Thought I did. Already got just about a pint left. So I didn't feed as much as I thought I did on my shallow line earlier. To be honest, thinking back now, I don't think I should have come off it. I think I should have just sat and been patient with you, as it was producing the odd carp, and then just come short onto this top kit line last hour net. Is that a carp? I think that's a carp. Then just come short onto this line. It's last hour, but is he trying to do me in the reeds? I don't think he's a very big fish. That's catching steady as well. It's going to be close between me and him, I think. For probably last in the section. But better than a day at work. Right, so I'll crack on, get my head down this last hour and catch up with you at the end, let you know how I got on.
you've got then?
Well, you got 170.
I'm sort of getting that now.
That's me small net though.
That's going up every second.
No, it doesn't shit.
Got his foot on the ice.
But then back in, and back on again, it's gone from 43 pence to 52, and then go back then to 45. What does it feel like to be there?
It's a 40 right there, it looks like.
No. No, what could have called that
73
then?
now.
52 pence, nobody had said that.
That's what it was on. And then it
43 like that.
They went up to 50.
It's on 23 pence 6.
You can buy what? 5 ounces?
5 rounds, yeah.
So I did done it. 3-1. He's done. So, finished now. I finished up with 176.13, which ended up second in the section, second on the lake, and second overall in the match. Gav beat me next door. He had 177.2, so there's only a few ounces in it really. There wasn't much more I could do, to be honest. I've lost a fair few fish at the end just pulling too hard, but that's just the way it goes. Funny match. I've struggled all day, and then I've just caught well the last hour or so, which is a shame. Nothing more I could have done, I don't think. Look, even thinking back, there wasn't a single thing I don't think I'd have done differently, with the way it's been anyway. So right, so I'll let you go and see you on the next one. Cheers.